make yourself discoverable. Because in an age of AI, the more we know about you, the more I can redeploy you as the work changes. Because we all know the work's going to change.
Welcome to the podcast, where we introduce you to incredible humans who share their journeys with the mission to inspire you to harness your own inner tenacity to drive your life and career forward. And now, your host, Adam Posner.
We are back with Maryjo. Maryjo, before we get started, why don't you introduce yourself to everybody? Tell us who you are, who you work for, and what do you do best at your job? Three-parter.
Okay. My name is Maryjo Charbonnier. I'm the CHRO of Kyndryl. We're the world's largest managed infrastructure services firm. And what I do best is I like to do big transformations involving HR technology.
Big transformation. So our friend Paul just gave us the history lesson in the world of transformation. What is the thing? What is the transformation? What's happening in transformation right now that gets you so excited? Maybe,
AI. That's what's happening.
Obviously, Maryjo, but let's take it a couple of layers deeper. In the practitioner space in the world of HR, and let's separate HR from TA. I think we need to do that. In the HR space, what's exciting you?
I think what's exciting for HR leaders right now is the impact they can have, because the change with AI really puts the HR business partners and the HR agenda at the front of the strategic HR agenda and the front of the business agenda.
Interesting. So what tools, and we don't have to name them, but what type of tools, what problems are they solving, or what aha moments have they provided you and the team?
Okay. Well, here's what we've been finding at Kyndryl as we've been using AI now for several years to automate the work we do for our customers.
So using more on the delivery side versus internally.
Well, both, but I want to talk about the customer
Let's start
side
with that.
because you know what I think, Adam? I think most HR leaders aren't talking enough about how AI impacts how the business serves customers.
Not to interrupt you though, sorry, but isn't that part of the brand story as well, that they're not doing enough? Like the employer branding piece?
Right. And so look, what have we been learning? That first AI automates tasks, workflow, chunks of jobs, then jobs. What's HR's call to action is we should know our people, our skills, and the work the best of all.
So how are you utilizing AI internally from an HR perspective to better know your employees?
Sure, we're doing a couple of things. First, we use AI to help better understand what skills our customers need.
Mm-hmm.
So we can actually translate from
So you
when a
reverse
sale
engineering it
comes
back
in,
and
what the skills are. And we're helping our project planners who book that work and say, hey, I need a Kyndryl too, use AI to translate that work into a set of skills so that we in the HR team can find the right Kyndryl. Now we're also using AI to look at the skills because we have a massive amount of data on our Kyndryls. And can we automate better finding the right assignment for each Kyndryl?
So Maryjo, I want to talk a little bit about how you and the team are utilizing the AI to assess employees' performance, and in the case that someone might be underperforming, where they might be over-indexing on skills, and how you might be able to reposition them in the organization.
Okay, we don't use AI to assess an employee's performance. That's the job of a manager. And we have some guardrails around how we even let the AI help.
I'd love to hear this.
Yeah.
Any more you could, let's dig that in a little bit there, under the hood, as much as you're open to sharing, because I think there's some best practices here for other teams.
Yeah, well, we believe is kind of one of our core AI principles. AI shouldn't make decisions about a human. And we also talk about in Kyndryl, policy as code.
I like that.
So can you translate governance into programmatic rules the AI can follow?
Policy is code.
Policy is code, right? So you can make compliance and governance continuous and instantaneous. So we build the AI with guardrails in. When you ask it to do something like, hey, can you help me evaluate this employee?
Say no.
It will say, I can gather information. I can give you, some thoughts, but I can't do the evaluation.
So you're using it to gather the data and the insights, but at the end of the day, it's going to be, you're not shortlisting your current employees and saying, like, this person's,
No, and again, but let's flip on the employee side, right? We say to our employees, make yourself discoverable. Because in an age of AI, the more we know about you, the more I can redeploy you as the work changes. Because we all know the work's going to change.
If you're in recruiting, you already know that sourcing eats up way more of your day than it should. That's why I use Pin. Instead of writing Boolean searches and tweaking filters, you just describe what you're looking for and who you're looking for in plain English. I could type something like software engineer at Series A startup with 0 to 1 product experience, and Pin will surface a relevant shortlist right away. No guessing, no wasted time. It turns hours of sourcing into seconds. So book a demo today and see for yourself. Visit pin.com/demo. Tell them Adam sent you.
All right, Maryjo, let's role play for a second here. I'm a new employee.
Yeah.
And you're going through the company values to me, and now we're talking about making yourself discoverable. How would you instill those values in me to be more discoverable?
Awesome. Well, part of our great story
Thank you
is
for welcoming me
becoming.
to the organization, Maryjo.
Yeah, welcome, Adam. Listen,
I
part
always
of.
wanted to hire an internal podcast host
Yeah.
and
Well,
recruiter.
welcome. I need some of those. All right. So, listen, part of the Kyndryl culture is what we call the Kyndryl way. It's got a couple of principles to it. The first one is actually restless, which means to continuously learn and innovate. So, what I want you to come do as a new employee, right from when you join, is tell us about yourself. That's a great entry point. So, as part of our onboarding journey, we actually ask employees to make sure we know all their skills. And guess what? We also use a piece of AI to evaluate what you put in that then gives you counsel to say, you didn't tell us about this section. Could you go back and complete it?
Mm.
Or we noticed you didn't tell us about some of the things that are most important to our business and
like that.
customers that, by the way, we make the most money on. Could you please make sure you tell us about these skills? Because that's what a lot of HR people miss is it's not just any skills that matter to a business. It's the ones that add value to your customer.
Exactly. I absolutely love this. But let's talk about the dark side for a little bit. What do you see out there that you don't like how some organizations are utilizing AI? Aside from making the decision.
Yeah. I think it is increasingly important we think about the change that many, many of our employees and stress loads are under. So if there's a leadership trait, I think we all need to have, it's empathy. Right now, as it's overwhelming to many employees and leaders and managers, and we need to give them tools to learn, but also space to talk it out.
I love that. Maryjo, how would you respond, last but not least, how would you respond when people say AI is taking our jobs?
Technology's always automated things for years now. So let's make sure we invest in your skills. First, tell me what skills you have. Again, make yourself discoverable. And then where you're looking to use more and more AI to help each employee figure out what's their learning path to where they want to go next. Because the world the work has changed. The skills in tech have changed. They're going to keep changing. And our goal is to help every employee be restless, to innovate, learn, and grow.
I love these values. And where could folks learn more? Where could they connect? Where could they find out more about you guys?
Check out Kyndryl.com and our careers on Kyndryl.com. Thanks.
We're going to put it right there. Let's do a bonus question here.
Ooh,
Let's do
wow.
a bonus question here on the podcast. Aside from the word AI, what is your least favorite industry buzzword right now?
My least favorite industry.
I'm removing the choice of saying AI.
I don't know. I don't really have a thing that sets my teeth on edge.
The word synergy gets me cringing.
Yeah, that one's kind of old and tired.
Overused. All right, one more bonus one. What's a pro tip for anyone to survive a multi-day conference in Vegas?
A pro tip. Listen to your podcast.
Well, yeah, start your day and end your day.
Look, I really think, what are you set out to learn? You got to come with an agenda.
I was just wondering.
And at the end of the day, take 5 minutes and be like, hey, what did I learn today? Did I learn what I set out to learn? And I always use these events, and I talked about this yesterday when I was on stage. I got to get $250,000 of free counsel a day and advice, or these events aren't worth it. So put a bar in your head about value that you get out of these.
Ooh, putting an ROI. We're not just talking about sales at your booth or scanning badges here, folks. What ROI did you get for yourself? Maryjo, I want to thank you so much for joining us on the podcast.
Thank you. So nice to meet you.
Likewise. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wisdom is forever. But for us, it's time to go. Thank you for joining us. Luckily, we'll be back with our next episode soon, jam-packed with more incredible humans. Thank you for listening, subscribing, and sharing. To join the conversation, search the Podcast on LinkedIn. And to catch up on past episodes and more info, please visit www.thepodcast.com.